everybody, it's me. Hey, everybody, it's me, Linda B. Welcome back. You guys, I am keeping up with the Tuesday, March 5th Super Tuesday results. So here is where we are. Virginia, Donald Trump, 66.1%. Tennessee, Donald Trump, 80.6%. That's Tennessee, Donald Trump. Nikki Haley only has 16.4%. Maine, Donald Trump, 70.7%. 10% of the votes are in, with Nikki Haley's 21.8%. That's Maine. Waiting for the next state. Okay, that's what they showed us right now. He is also, Donald Trump is the projected winner in Oklahoma. He is the projected winner in Oklahoma. Okay, we have Oklahoma, Donald Trump, Oklahoma at 82.3% and Nikki Haley 15.2%. That is in Oklahoma. 14% of the votes are in. Massachusetts, vote in 2%, Donald Trump 60.7%. Before it had her ahead in Massachusetts, so that's good. He's back in the lead in Massachusetts. And let's see what we have. He's the projected winner in North Carolina. Donald Trump is the projected winner in North Carolina. So what else do we have? Yes, with 75% of the vote goes to Donald Trump in North Carolina, with Nikki Haley's 22.2%. That's North Carolina with 34% of the votes in. Okay? And they have a poll here, North Carolina exit poll. Vote choice. Biden won legitimately in 2020. No, they did. I couldn't read that fast enough. Sorry. Trump not fit to be president if convicted of a crime. Yeah, they're just doing these exit polls. But anyway, guys, I'm excited because it looks like Donald Trump is way ahead on delegates. He's winning pretty much every state, just about. I think there was one that she was ahead on at one point. Might have been Maine. But right now, you can see that Donald Trump has 420 delegates and she has 46. And it's 1,215 needed to win. He's at 420. And that's just the Democratic side. We don't care about that side. Anyway, you guys, how are you guys feeling? How many, delegates, how many states do you think Donald Trump is going to win? I live in Georgia, so we don't go vote until a week from today. We go March the 12th. So I'm going to be here again March the 12th. Arkansas, 78.8%. Alabama, 90.6% for Trump. 90.6% for Donald Trump in Alabama. So we are projected women in North Carolina. We already said that. So yeah, it's looking good. How do you guys feel about the results and everything? Give me your thoughts, your projections. Do you feel like Nikki Haley's only in the race because you think that she probably thinks that Donald Trump is probably not going to be able to run, so she's in the race because of that? This looks very good. Vermont, Donald Trump 48.8%. That's a close one though. Nikki Haley at 47.6%. That's pretty close. Pretty doggone close in Vermont. But he is the projected winner in the Virginia Republican primary. It's looking good. I mean, it's looking great, if you're for Trump and you don't like Nikki Haley. So in Virginia, he's got 65.1%. Nikki Haley's 32.9%. That is in Virginia with 57% of the votes in. It's looking great. I'm loving it, you guys. Having a blast. Hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday evening. I had a fabulous dinner. Just wanted to keep you guys up to speed because I talk about politics a lot on my channel. I talk about faith too. And really, although I am passionate about politics, I'm more passionate about my faith, my Christian faith. And this country really needs to turn its face to God instead of turning our backs to God. We need to turn to God because that's what our problem is. And when the truth is spoken because our backs are turned on God, we can't even recognize the truth. That's a problem. So we need to turn to the Lord, repent so we can be born again. And eternity is a long time, so take it seriously. Got to go back to the results here. Donald Trump is the projected winner in the Tennessee primary. The projected winner is Donald Trump. Tennessee, we know that he will, he got that one as well. Someone said he's going to get it all. Will the blacks vote for Trump? Well, that they are projecting that he's going to get at least 20% of the black vote. That's the projection. I did another video where I said I think it's going to be 30%. And Biden's poor showing as the president these past 3 years is really helping that number increase because, with the immigration problem and giving all these illegal immigrants all this money, giving them prepaid debit cards of up to $10,000. They're clearing out schools and making room for these people in luxury hotels and doing almost nothing for the legal citizens that were born and raised in this country. They're not getting all this red carpet treatment. And the people that are affected disproportionately by the illegal immigration is actually black people. So if you go on YouTube and you look at the town hall meetings and things of that nature, you see a bunch of black people in Chicago, New York, and other places complaining about the fact that they've been pushed to the back of the line and these illegal immigrants are in the front of the line, and black people are not happy about that. So we really should have never voted for the Democratic Party, but we didn't know at the time that we were being hoodwinked and lied to. They did it it was an evil genius to be able to convince somebody who hates you that they care about us, but they actually don't. Because if you look at Democratic cities with predominantly black populations, they don't do well. But if you look at Democratic cities with a predominantly white population, those cities do okay. So, my thing is, I've always said about the Democratic Party is that they hate God, they hate America, they hate black people, and they hate women. I'm a believer who's black, female, and American, so they really don't like me. And so why should I vote for them? So anyway, it's ridiculous. Biden hasn't really done anything for black people, not really. Let's see. We got Maine. Just those of you who haven't seen these results yet, I'm just providing a little extra commentary, maybe a little humor today. It's just me, my daughter, and the dog. My husband went on a little trip. He'll be back tomorrow. Let's see, Tennessee, Donald Trump 80.6%, Nikki Haley 16.4%. The numbers keep rolling in. Eventually, I got to go to bed, so I can't stay up all night. Plus, I got other videos to do. I thank you guys so much for even coming on with me right now. Migrants trying to cross the border policies would registered voters. Biden policies, they had the whole illegal immigration thing, which has been in the news, overwhelmingly in the news, because since Biden has come into office, there have been 10 million illegals let into the country under him, and just in those 3 years. So think about that when you guys go vote. All of a sudden, we have all this money for Ukraine. Oh, billions of dollars. Where did this money come from? You thought you didn't have anything to help the homeless in America. Well, all of a sudden, you got all this money for the illegals. So we need to think about that. Yep. Do I like Big Mama Michael? Oh, why is Haley still running? She thinks because this is what my thinking is on Haley. This is EGA 0117. I think Haley is still in the race because she believes that because of Donald Trump's legal issues, let me turn the camera around. She thinks that because of Donald Trump's legal issues that he will not be able to run. That's why she is still in the race. She thinks he may not be able to run, so when he drops out, it'll be her left. That's what my belief is. You guys tell me what you believe is the reasoning behind her being in the race. She's just there, that's what I think. Another warning sign is a lot of Democrats support her. She has a lot of Democratic liberal donors. So that's never a good sign. For us conservative folks who treasure the Bible and conservative values, why would I vote for someone like that? Oh, Cheryl Fall, you said God bless you. God bless you too. You guys go to my channel and subscribe. I try to do 2 videos a day. I got caught up today. Couldn't get them done, but I'm doing a lot of lives today, so I'm making up for it. Doing a lot of lives today. But bless you too, Cheryl. Oh, yes. I just said that, Brandon. Brandon Knight said that Nikki Haley's being propped up with Democrat dollars. Yes, she is. And there is no way I would vote for her. She's part of the problem. She's part of the establishment. Um, we got to get these people like, draining the swamp, that whole thing, because whatever Donald Trump's faults are, I believe I believe that he cares about this country. I believe that he does. The media is trying to make him out to be this terrible person. If you look at the mainstream media, they edit his quotes, they edit the sound bites to make it look like he said something he didn't say. And when you listen to the whole quote, you're like, wait a minute, he didn't say that. Have you guys noticed that? That they edit his sound bites and edit what he says, and then you go back and listen to the whole thing and realize that the mainstream media just lied to you. If they're lying on him, that means they got something to cover up, and that must mean that he's not such a bad guy. I mean, just going historically, people who threaten to tell the truth and clean things up usually are targeted. So, okay. You guys showed her that she wasn't president material, David, because you didn't. you guys wanted Donald Trump. Oh, Lord, I didn't buy any sneakers. But he's appealing that, the judgment in New York. He's on appeal, I believe. They are afraid of him, though. They are definitely afraid of Donald Trump. They're scared. They're also scared because if they don't get rid of him, he could come after them for putting him through hell. He put them through hell. And these people put Donald Trump through hell. They're trying to break him financially, to me, spiritually, trying to just break him in every, criminally. I mean, they're just trying to break him. And, they are afraid of him. They are definitely afraid of him. Yeah, you would be afraid of somebody too if you were a crook and then they're going to try to get you out of there and you got your little under the table dollars going. That's why they hate him. That's exactly why they hate him. So let me turn back, you guys. Alabama, 88.1% for Trump. North Carolina projected winner is Donald Trump. I would do my phone landscape, but it won't let me do it. Sorry, guys.
Okay, the latest major delegate count, which is really what this night is all about. 164-3.
Is there anyone else besides Trump? Well, it's hard to find somebody that is going to stand up to the corruption the way that he does. So. Yeah, he probably is, we'll see how that thing goes from in New York. I think Letitia James she was on a tear before she got that position, the attorney general position. She was on a tear to get him. She said it herself. But then she lied on the news and said that is simply not true. And then they got footage of her, saying, too pale, too male, too stale or something like that, which was like racist and sexist and everything else bad. She said so. All right, Virginia, 65.1, Haley, 32.9%. Donald Trump is projected winner in Virginia. So right now, let's see, the delegates won to date. Donald Trump has 440, Nikki Haley 46, Ron DeSantis 9, and Vivek Ramaswamy 3. This is the delegates won to date. Okay? This is what we're looking at right now. Yeah, she's got an uphill climb. The other two are no longer in the race. They bowed out. And just Vivek has put his support completely squarely behind Donald Trump. Who do you think Donald Trump is going to select as his VP? Can you guys give me your comments below on who you think he's going to choose? Do you think it's going to be Vivek? Do you think it's going to be Kristi Noem? Elise Stefanik? Who else is out there? Tim Scott has worked with him a lot on legislation. So, and also there's Byron Donalds in Florida. Byron Donalds, I don't know if you know him. He's a bulldog. He's like a younger version of Trump. Oh, I don't want to look at color. God doesn't look at us by color. So I try to be like, I try to be God like. So if he's not looking at color, I'm not looking at color. I try not to. Of course, I see it. I can't help but see what I see, but I don't let that affect my judgment. I just don't think, if we're Christians, we're not supposed to do that sort of thing anyway. You think, okay, Brian Clark says you love Vivek. Cheryl Fall says she thinks Tim Scott. I think it's going to be Tim Scott. I like them, but I think Tim Scott really, I think is Tim Scott. I really, really, really think it's Tim. He's worked with Donald Trump on legislation in the past, and he's done that sort of thing. I got someone that wants to say hi to you guys. Here he is. Hey, Kobe, turn around and say hi to everybody, Kobe. He's like, why does she have this camera in my face? He's a little camera shy, y'all. But yeah, so it's a lot going on right now. Donald Trump is way ahead, as you saw. So Tulsi Gabbard, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like her, but then I kept hearing, and I haven't looked into her, so I hate to give an opinion when I haven't done my research. But from what I know, I hear that she's not conservative enough when it comes to things like abortion and other things. So I don't know. But she left the Democratic Party, and I know people who have left the Democratic Party. So, Charles, you said what? You said there's zero chance that Trump's VP will be black. They're encouraging him to pick a black VP or a woman. So, I mean, I think it's Tim Scott. I really do. I mean, I'll be the first to say that I was wrong, but, because I'm the kind of person that'll admit if I'm wrong. Ben Carson, Brandon, you say Ben Carson. I like Ben. He's very soft-spoken. He's the opposite of Trump. Vivek is more like Trump, more, charismatic and very outspoken. Tim Scott is softer spoken as well. But I just only say Tim Scott because he's done work with Donald Trump in the past. That's what I think because he's worked with him, And, Trump is how he was treated with the last VP, that he felt like he betrayed the country. And, Trump supporters were like, hang Mike Pence, which I don't agree with that sentiment. Don't get me wrong. I do not think that is right to say that. But loyalty. Don't forget that Donald Trump is looking at loyalty, who he can trust, and also who can just step into the role. So there's a couple of things. The main thing he's looking at is loyalty and who can just step into the role should something happen. Brandon Knight, you're right. Ben is very smart. I mean, who can do brain surgery on conjoined twins in a mother's womb and they both live? I mean, you got to be smart. But politically wise, though, he's smart. Medically, we shall see who will run on the Democratic ticket, Biden or replacement. I think that probably, I've been hearing a lot about Michelle Obama. Have you guys been hearing about Michelle Obama, that they're going to boot out, Biden because his poll numbers are so low, and that the Democrats are really scared and shaking, and that they're going to pull out like Michelle Obama? Have you guys been hearing that? That's what I've been hearing, a replacement, that it will happen, sometime in the spring or summer. We shall see. I'd rather Donald Trump just run up against Biden. I do think Michelle would be harder to beat. The senator from Florida. Oh, Byron Donalds is the senator from Florida. Byron Donalds, the black guy. Yeah, he's like Trump though. I don't know. I don't know. if he would pick him. Well, let's not hope he'll be convicted. Yeah. Well, I'm reading these comments, guys. The reason I'm pausing here. Yeah, I don't like Hillary. You know, my nickname for her. I don't know if y'all know my nickname for Hillary. But but right now I'm gonna turn it back around. This is Texas. This is Texas Republican primary. Donald Trump has 75.5%, Haley 19.4, 2.1% uncommitted. So it looks like Donald Trump has Texas wrapped up. What do you guys think? Because this is 75% right here. What percentage of the votes are in? Okay, it doesn't say right there. Oh, 45% are in. I see it up at the top right. Okay. You think he's guilty? You think Trump is guilty of whatever he's been accused of, all the things that they have against him, Charles B? I don't think so, because you guys need to find out what actually happened in the very first month of 2021. There's research out there. There's also research. There's research out there. There's research about, what happened 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. So there's information out that proves that Trump is not guilty. Okay, the mainstream media is not going to push that out. Remember, don't listen to the mainstream media. Charles, I don't know if you're listening to that, but we can't say for sure, any of us, what's going on. We don't know. We're not God. We don't know everything. But based on research and what is out, the deep state is afraid of Donald Trump. They're scared to death of him, and they're accusing him of things that they've actually done, and there's proof that he's not guilty of these things. So, yeah, that's my name for her, Cheryl. That's my name. That was because of Benghazi and the emails, Cheryl. Her private server, really? Why is she not locked up? Seriously, they giving Trump all this grief. And that is my nickname for her, Cheryl. You got the right name. It's perfectly fitting. It fits right in. Just change that H to a K. Ooh, okay, so here we see 473. Yeah, so it's looking great for Trump. I'm excited about that, you guys. I'm going to encourage you all to go to chat with me, Linda B, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I encourage you guys to go to my channel, check out my other videos, like, comment, share. Make sure you share. Got some really good information out there. Shocking information about the Democratic Party. Shocking. Shocking. I did a reaction video from Forgotten History. You guys need to go check them out. But I'm going to go in a few minutes. Any last words you guys want to say? Oh, my goodness. Looks like this is going to be a win for Trump, so I feel happy. I'm in Georgia. You guys probably know by now that I'm in Georgia, and we vote in a week from today, and I know how I'm voting, so yay. And they were going to do like a little newscast on how black people don't support Biden as much, but then they went to something else. But the support for the Democratic Party and the black community is dwindling. It really is dwindling. More and more people, a lot of black conservatives are on YouTube. They're all over the place. We're all over the place talking about no Democratic Party. Walk away. Walk away. If I want Donald Trump to get 50% of the black vote. That's what I want. We'll see how that turns out. Oh, thanks, Brandon. That's good because, you get these politicians that are just really in it for themselves. They're not servants, and the military industrial complex. I'm sure you guys know about that. I'm sure you do with the wars and everything. Yeah. So Colorado looks like it might go to Nikki Haley. Well, 5% of the votes are in, it just flipped off the screen. But Donald Trump is the projected winner of Texas. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Thanks so much. Thank you, and Brandon. You guys tell your friends and family about me. Chat with me, Linda B. Tell everybody, share my videos, please. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I know it is kind of tight in our pockets. I know. Every time I go to the grocery store, I get a little basket of food, guys, and it's just like, I'm like, I paid over it was $135, and I hardly had anything in my little basket, not even the cart. It was very little. I was like, what? I hardly had no food. Do I have to become a vegetarian to afford my groceries? I mean, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Brandon. But I just encourage everyone to come check me out. I'm just trying to do the right thing. You guys, sometimes it's hard when you're a Black conservative because your family and friends are looking at you like you're crazy. They look at me like I have naturally lost my mind. Like, why would you support him? Why? I'm like, why would you? Do you see what's going on? Or are you just going to look at the news and let them tell you what's going on? Okay? We should have sense enough to know, look around and see that the prices are high and that the border is overrun and the economy is in the toilet, literally. And it wasn't that way when Donald Trump was in the office. I mean, common sense. Forget about what the TV says or the media says. Look around. That's all we got to do. And come up with an objective opinion, disregarding, Donald Trump's personality, because I used to think, oh my gosh, he is so blunt, but he's from New York, and they usually just tell you the truth, just give it to you. That's just his personality. But he cares, I believe he cares about the country. What do you guys think? You feel like he really cares? You think he just wants to be president to be in power? He's going through a lot. He could have had a happy life if he had just not ran again, but going through all this trouble. Do you think he would have been going through this if he had not run? Or was ahead in the polls? Come on. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm crazy either. I just was tricked. That's all. I vote Republican, but when Donald Trump came along, when I first started voting, I voted Democrat. Then I said, I'm a Christian. I can't vote for some of these policies, so I voted for Bush. I know, but that's all I had. Bush, McCain, Romney. I did not vote for Obama either time because I just feel like God was saying no. Then Trump came along. The media was beating him up so bad I thought that I believed it. I believed what the media said. And I voted Democrat in 2016 and 2020. But not this time because I believe Donald Trump is going to be president, number 47. I will be voting for Trump. Trump 2024. That's what I say. Yes, he does care. I think he does. I think he does. I think with everything, the world needs to just get back to God and love for the truth and for conservative, traditional values. What's wrong with traditional values? We were better off under traditional values. The farther we get away from God, the worse things get. We can't fix it ourselves. Donald Trump can't fix it. I'm praying for a saved president and VP, But I'm going to go, you guys. You guys be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I appreciate you guys, commenting and us having engagement back and forth. That really makes me feel good. There are people out there who care about this country. I am one of them. I spend my time praying and educating people. Even if I get hit in the gut every now and then, it's okay. When you put yourself out there, people will come at you sometimes. And people on the left can get very emotional and violent, acting, you know what I'm saying? So you guys be blessed. You have a great night. And like I say on my YouTube channel, chat with me, Linda B. March on Warriors. You guys have a good night. Bye.